Hey, this is Raulh of Please Act Right. Well, women are starting to lose their jobs one right after the other, and they're going on social media to let us know. Remember the whole I'm not going 50-50? I wonder if some of these women are considering going 50-50 now.
Hi guys, I just got let go from my job. I wasn't expecting that this morning. So I'll be fine. I worked for Midday Squares in marketing. They had to let go of the marketing division, which is fine. It just came as a bit of a shock. I'm a strong believer that everything happens for a reason. Able to maybe make more TikToks and create more content for you guys. Oh, I'm gonna miss it. I'm really gonna miss it. It was amazing. And I've learned so much in the past 8 months. I'm still in the parking lot. I haven't moved because I actually don't know how I'm gonna drive home. But yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys and just be really real. This is life. And you gotta get up and keep grinding. If anyone's hiring in marketing, anyone knows anyone that's hiring a marketing specialist, I'm free. Onwards and upwards from here. Okay, bye.
Now, in no way am I trying to tell women to settle with any old guy just because he has money to go 50-50. However, I am saying that if you're a woman that's turning down a man just because you have to put in on some of the bills, imagine being in this young lady's place when all of those bills come due and you have to worry about paying them all by yourself. See, as long as the money's coming in, they're all high and mighty, but the minute their income stops, they turn on their camera and start crying to the world because financial reality has just set in. So keep that same energy of not wanting to go 50-50 if your income stops, ladies.
Pay my own bills, flying chicks, 6 figures.
Hey.
I don't need no man trying to go 50-50. I don't need no man trying to go 50-50.
I got fired from a job that I burned myself out for, and my biggest fear was getting fired. I was doing everything to avoid the exact thing that happened because I forgot that it was a transactional relationship. They didn't owe me anything beyond my pay, and I agreed to that. Yet somehow I lost sight of that along the way. They didn't say, hey, we guarantee you a job if you become an unrecognizable version of yourself and skip sleep and exercise and think about work 24/7.
Woman, that's every job in the world.
They didn't promise me a forever if I put work above relationships. I wasn't required to miss out on the moments that matter most in my life to secure a spot at the company. They didn't have to keep me. They never did. I was so mad, how could they have done this to me after I've done so much for them? But the joke was on me. I thought that if I gave 110% every single day of my life that they should too, but that just was never a part of the agreement.
Tell us a job where it's a part of the agreement where they owe you to keep you. I'll wait.
So I got fired, no cause, just vibes. And when I was like, why is this happening? They were like, well, it just seems like you're not really invested long term. It seems like you really don't like your job. And I was like, yeah, of course I don't like my job. Since when are we supposed to like our jobs? I thought you just bootstraps it and just muscle through the day like my Republican dad told me. What? God, corporate America is just getting out of control.
And that's where you made your biggest mistake, young lady. Your Republican dad told you to just deal with it, but you didn't use common sense to keep your mouth shut and not tell them that you don't like the job. You work in corporate America, and they want the top tier people working there. I used to be a delivery driver for UPS. That was a hard job to do physically and mentally. And I could tell my supervisor I didn't give a damn about that job, as long as I got my ass in that truck and delivered them packages and delivered them on time. Most people, especially women, don't want to do that type of job. And bosses know it. So we can get away with telling our bosses that we don't like our job. But in corporate America, if you're slacking and you're showing no enthusiasm while at the job, there are literally thousands of people that are lined up for that job so they can replace you at the drop of a hat. Because if the average person gets to choose between a corporate job sitting in the office versus delivering packages all day for the same or more pay, who's going to turn down an office job? So since you got fired, I wonder what your resume is going to look like moving forward. In corporate America's eyes, that is. So maybe you can just fill out an application with the post office, UPS, Federal Express, or even Amazon. they'll probably hire you. And they don't give a damn whether you like the job or not, as long as you deliver them packages.
It's like, it's all a scam, because as soon as you don't serve your employer anymore, as soon as you don't meet the bottom line, they will let you go in a heartbeat. You're replaceable.
Once again, that's every job, and here's proof. Become a garbage truck driver and never pick up all the garbage on time, and people start calling in and complaining, and see what happens.
You're 100% replaceable, yet they want you to act like your job is the end-all be-all of your whole entire life. You spend more hours in an office than you do at home with your family. The whole system is a scam. Trading your time for money is a scam.
Thank you so much for enlightening us on this. Now get back to work. And now, here's a woman with thousands of hours spent to get her degree.
Can somebody please tell me what the I have this for? Or thousands of hours of training? I mean, thousands. Or why I've worked the last 20 years to just not be able to get a job? I have a psychology degree, thousands of hours of training in various types of social work and counseling. I can't even talk right now. I am one who usually trains people to do things, whether it's HIPAA, paperwork. I have tried to get a job at every entry-level position you can think of in the last 2 years. In the last couple of weeks, I had to have 15 interviews, which is the most callbacks and interviews I've gotten, so I finally had hope. And for the third time in 3 months, I was told I am a good fit. They would like to move forward with me. They just have to check my references. I sit and I wait. They don't call my references, and then out of nowhere tell me that an internal person applied and the position is no longer available. Is going on in the world, but I've never had trouble getting a job. Ever since I was 15, I have been employed. I have almost always been offered every job that I've ever interviewed for.
You know how they say, let them keep talking and they'll tell on themselves? Keep listening.
To the point where I'm usually having to decide which ones I would like, and now I can hardly get an interview. When I do get an interview, I'm lucky if I get a call back, and then the times that I've been offered the position, they don't check my references, and then they just go with somebody else. I have 2 children. I am disabled. Technically, if I wanted to, I could live off of disability, but I can't afford to, so I don't even take any assistance. I just want a job, and I can't find one. I don't care about the pay.
Wait for it.
The only thing I care about is the hours, because my children are special needs and I share one vehicle with my family of 4. That is the one setback, is the times of day that I'm available, which I understand is making it hard for some of the positions that I apply to, because that's not what they're looking for. But overall, I don't get it. I don't get it.
And there it is. So you have 2 children who are special needs, and the hours that the company needs you to be at work, you can't be there. But you can't figure this out. You don't get it. Didn't she just say she has hours and hours that she put in on her degree? But you can't figure out why they'll go with somebody else who can be at work when the company needs them at work over you? Wow. I guess getting a degree doesn't mean you have to have common sense, huh?
I got fired yesterday. I was nannying a 3-month-old 3 days a week, 9 hours a day. I'm about a month and a half into nannying, and I started feeling really down and blue and just I can do more and help out more, but all I was doing was feeding, changing diapers, nap. There was no walks, adventures, nothing, which I understand it being a 3-month-old baby, every parent is different.
Question 1. Why would a 3-month-old baby need to be taken out on adventures? Question 2. Why would any parent want you to take that 3-month-old baby outside the house? Babies that young are still susceptible to getting sick based on the environment. Plus, it's dangerous outside. What's wrong with you?
So I had a conversation with my friend who's a mom and a nanny, and we were both just expressing our challenges as a nanny and what's hard about it, and validating each other in our struggles.
In other words, you were on the phone complaining about being a nanny.
I know for a fact I didn't say anything offensive about the family, about the kid, and once I had worked through how I was feeling in my head, I was going to have a conversation with the family and ask how else can I help? Can I meal prep for you? Can I take the kid on adventures? Can I do more? But they heard before that happened. So the mom called me and told me that she doesn't trust me anymore and that they don't want me to work for them anymore. So I guess my path is being cleared for something better.
So you were on the phone complaining about being a nanny to another person complaining about being a nanny, and they heard you on the nanny cam. They decided to let you go because who wants them babysitting their 3-month-old child who doesn't really want to be a nanny? I'd have fired you too.
So I started a new job on Wednesday. It's Friday, and I really liked it, and it was going really well. It's in the suburbs, and it's like 20 minutes away from my house, so I've been leaving really early and trying to time it. Obviously, I'm normally really punctual. I don't show up late, you know, especially like at a new job. I'm a good employee, and I forgot my phone at home today, so I had to go back and grab it. I was freaking out because I was looking at the clock, and I was like, I'm supposed to be there at 8:30, and I got there at 8:32. I was at my desk at 8:32. It's an open floor, and the boss looked at me and said, "You can't be late in your first week, you're fired."
Okay, was her having her phone work related?
And I thought he was joking because it's a super chill, lax environment. Like, he would around with people, and I was like, "You're joking." Like, I literally, my first instinct was that it was a joke. I'm not kidding. And he wasn't joking. So I got there, again, just to reiterate, at 8:32, and they fired me. I'm angry, and I'm shocked, and I'm hurt, especially just because that's not who I am, and I'm really trying to not put it on me, you know, like I should have been there at 8:30, but no warning, nothing.
Okay, so one day I'm on my way to work and I realized I left my phone at home. I looked at the clock and realized that I'd be cutting it too close if I tried to go back and get the phone. I decided to just leave my phone at home. Yeah, it felt weird not having it, but my mind had a conversation with Mr. Light Bill, Mr. Mortgage, and Mr. Gas Bill. Well, they all overruled me going back home to try to get my phone and taking a chance on being late. And I worked for that company for 25 years at the time. This young lady says this was her first week at the job. That's why I asked, was her phone work related? Evidently not. Here's the take I want every woman who is not willing to pitch in and help financially with the bills with a good man. You know, the I ain't going 50-50 with no man type woman. The office jobs that are available in abundance now, many of those jobs are not going to be available in the near future. This means that we're going to see more and more of these women who work office jobs making these type of videos. AI is taking over whether you like it or not. There are men out there who are willing to do jobs that are extremely difficult and require strength and endurance that women are not willing to take. Women say that they can do whatever a man does, but the problem is they don't last that long when doing physical jobs. Most so-called independent women burn out within the first 5 years. I've been doing videos showing them crying, saying that they don't want to be independent anymore. And most of those women, they're still young. Also, women are not designed like men when it comes down to the physical touch and attention. Millions of men all over the world are used to not getting attention from women. But women, on the other hand, not so much. If any woman nowadays wants attention from men, all she has to do is get half naked or wear some tight clothes. And if she has a nice body, put on some makeup, turn on her camera, and post herself on social media showing off her body. She'll get some lonely guy that'll jump in her DMs in a hot second. But if she's not attractive in the face, but she has a nice body, all she has to do is wear a mask. When these simple-minded males stop giving these women attention on social media who show they have no true value, these women are going to be in big trouble because their view count will begin to drop, and so will their income from the videos and the pictures that they post. What these women fail to realize is AI is not only replacing jobs, but also replacing humans too. They're designing these robots specifically for men. Now, of course, they're overly priced right now, but just like anything else that's overly priced, when it first comes out, the price will go down over time. So as time goes on, you're going to see more and more of these women in corporate America working in these office jobs, making videos like this because of artificial intelligence. Men have the option of working a labor job with no problem, but women, not so much. But do you know one profession that you will see a lot of women doing to replace their income when they lose their office job?
We are going to see a crazy surge in prostitution in the next 10 years. I would not be surprised if it gets legalized in all the major cities. But we're seeing a huge surgence of OnlyFans models of women when they're 18, 19, 20, 21 years old. Women at that age have the option to get married and they are choosing prostitution.
Now, some women will say, well, that's how I'll make my money and keep my independence. Well, there's one problem with that. A lot of these women are already past the age that most men are willing to pay for it, if you know what I mean. And the ones who are still in that age group that the men are willing to pay for it, there will come a time that she will be phased out too by a younger woman coming along. And let's not forget, let's mention what happens to just about all women who sleep around with a lot of men.
If you sleep around with too many men, you have too many men's, like, women absorb energy, guys give energy. So when women sleep around with a whole bunch of guys, they have a whole bunch of different energies within them, and they become bipolar. If you sleep with too many men, M-E-N, you start having mental illness. Oh, there, guys.
So for all the women out there who are strong and independent and don't need a man for nothing, who won't go 50-50 with a good man, you better handle your money properly and invest in something that pays interest and dividends. Because if you don't, you too will be making a video just like this real soon. Hey, somebody had to tell you, and I love you, so it might as well be me. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell to get notified when I post a new video. I post a new video every week. And in the meantime, will you please act right? My name is Raulh. See you in another video. So if you enjoyed this video, check out one of these two videos right here. I'm sure you'll enjoy them too. And if you like, you can visit my channel. I have plenty of videos there. Go ahead. Don't be scared.